Once upon a time, deep in the forest, under the most beautiful shades of green trees, there was a hidden ant nest underground. This nest, carefully built with tunnels and rooms by the ant family, was like a big world designed to protect them from the cold winter days. In the summer heat, the nest would stay cool, and in the cold of winter, it would remain warm. Inside the nest were food storage rooms, wood rooms, and comfortable resting areas. But now autumn had arrived, and the forest was covered in golden leaves. This meant it was time for the ant family to prepare for winter. As the cool autumn breeze gently swayed the branches of the trees, the mother ant stood at the entrance of the tunnel outside the nest and sniffed the air. The air had gotten cooler, and leaves were starting to fall, covering the ground. The mother ant sighed and thought, "Winter is coming." The only sound breaking the forest's silence was the rustling of the leaves and the occasional gust of wind. The ant family consisted of 4 members: the mother ant, the father ant, the big sister ant, and the youngest member, the little brother ant. This hard-working family had spent the entire summer gathering food and preparing their nest for winter. But as winter approached, they still had many tasks to complete. The mother ant was known for always keeping their nest tidy and clean. She knew the winter would be tough and often reminded the family that food needed to be stored carefully. "If we don't organize our food properly, we'll have trouble during the winter," she would say. That morning, she woke up early and checked the storage room in their nest. "The seeds are in place, but we need to gather a few more fruits," she thought. The father ant was responsible for gathering wood to keep their nest warm. Collecting wood to heat their home during the cold winter days was his favorite job. He knew every corner of the forest and would set off early in the morning to find the driest branches and the sturdiest logs. The big sister ant was very devoted to her family and always ready to help. She was especially talented at gathering food. Finding the tastiest fruits in the forest was her specialty. That morning, she and her mother prepared to go out and gather the freshest seeds and fruits. The youngest member of the family, the little brother ant, was always full of curiosity. He didn't fully understand the importance of preparing for winter yet, but he loved working alongside his sister and family. Every day, he would try to help his family with small tasks, which he took very seriously. He would run around the nest, occasionally excitedly showing his parents the small flower petals he had collected. As the scent of autumn filled the forest, the ant family worked together, helping one another. The mother ant gathered food from among the fallen leaves, while the father ant took long walks to collect the wood that would keep their nest warm. The big sister ant, who had woken up early, sorted through snacks and spoiled fruits, picking the best food to store. Meanwhile, the little brother ant watched the changing nature around him with great curiosity, eager to learn everything. As winter approached, the ant family realized more and more each day how important teamwork and helping each other were. The mother, father, big sister, and little brother ant worked tirelessly to complete their winter preparations. The nest was now filled with food, logs were neatly stacked in a corner, and everything inside the nest was organized. Each family member had worked hard and, with the satisfaction of finishing their tasks, they all took a deep breath. That day, after completing their preparations, the mother ant gathered everyone in the center of the nest. With a tired but happy expression, she said, "Children, you all did an amazing job. Because we helped each other and worked together, we've prepared such a wonderful home. Thank you all." The father ant smiled and added, "Yes, we worked really hard. But most importantly, we supported each other. I'm so glad we have a family like this." big sister ant patted her little brother's head and said, "We accomplished everything together. Being a happy family is more valuable than anything else." The little brother ant, his eyes wide with joy, said, "It's great that we help each other. Otherwise, how would we have finished all this work?" With gratitude in their hearts, the family hugged each other, once again feeling the value of being a family. With the comfort of having finished their preparations, they eagerly awaited winter. And finally, winter came. Outside, snow fell softly, covering every corner of the forest with a white blanket. The leaves had all fallen, and the wind had begun to blow coldly. But inside the ant nest, there was warmth and peace. Early one morning, the mother ant got up and prepared hot meals. The delicious smell of food spread throughout the nest. The table was filled with soup steaming on the stove, fresh bread, and desserts made from the best fruits they had gathered. The father ant carefully lit the fire. With the crackling of the fire, the nest became warm and cozy. The mother ant called the children to the table, and everyone gathered around together. As snow fell outside, the ant family enjoyed the warmth of the fire and happily ate the meals prepared by the mother ant. The inside of their nest had become a warm and loving home. Everyone looked at each other and smiled warmly. And so, the tale of the ant family's warm winter preparations comes to an end. Let's not forget that helping each other and love within a family are the best ways to overcome challenges. The end. Please don't forget to subscribe